Those would be the safe options.
I mean, Oner has played a lot of Talon in years past where he's meta. He hovers it a lot. Now the crowd got excited about it, but I won't.
Yeah, I'm trying not to
here. The Fury makes a lot more sense.
Yeah. I think the Fury...
dogs and cats? Dogs and cats in the jungle?
The Fury is not only that kind of remaining pick, but also into the Nidalee, you have point and click on your ultimate that can actually reach your dogs block spears, so you don't even have to dodge them.
But doesn't necessarily pair with his draft that well.
Or Haggis! The Doran special! Oh my lord, now Chovy locks Yasuo, and we're going to have the best game ever. Play Civ Yumi if you want to as well.
Yeah.
Civ and Nico also feels pretty powerful as T1 round out this composition. Look,
Keria is stoked about it.
Is like, yep, they let me play it, and it will be the realm misfortune for Gen G. This on the distance, I feel so blessed that we get the full value.
Oh, it's nearly gank.
Okay, looking for the angle here is Faker.
Gold card.
Ghosting away, and there's the flash. Gold card come through. The spear will connect, but Canyon not able to get the empowered pounce, but still Faker is running for such a long time. And it means that Chovy is able to have so much free time with this lane. Faker is running the wrong direction, remember?
He's going to get the execute.
Will not actually get the execute, look for the, actually no, does decide to do that. He probably could have just gone for a recall. We know, obviously, that Canyon is on his Krugs.
Burn his flash is the big thing. Held his flash throughout that,
yeah,
and it ends up paying off. Yeah, massive.
Negate yet from Chovy either, so if things get a little bit weird and wonderful as the ulti comes through from Oner, there's a Realm Warp as well. The gate, the Destiny has come on through, but Canyon didn't have a pounce to get over that wall, and now Carrier is the target for Chovy, and Canyon just looking to pounce his way out of there. The dagger is going to miss, and I think that Canyon is able to get the Primal Surge. The blast goes not enough, and first blood will go to T1, and Fake is the one that claims it.
That face on, and so as a result, getting very tanky very quickly.
Ooh, bit of a party cast there from Doran, but great sidestep from Kiin as the Destiny Gate combo comes down. As soon as he makes one mistake, it's Doran going to hit the deck, and that is going to be the first kill for Gen G.
He's just like, all right, well, you used your peel tool, and we're going to kill you.
Instantly, the Destiny Gate comes down. As, all right, that's a cute little flash away, but I don't think it's going to really help Duro here, as now Carrier is a little bit by himself, wants to try and flash, but he's unable to do so. A little bit of a mistake there by the Nico, and that is going to be another one over to Gen G.
Flash so hard to pin down in this situation. And the end result, because they both go over in the Herald pit, Carrier ends up isolated alone. And then he unfortunately fails to flash as well.
Failing the flash is the worst of it, but just wanted to ult to try to buy some space.
Out of turret, but it looks like Gen G not too worried about it. As Oner comes on in, there's a Hex Splash from Duro as Carrier looking for a bit of an angle. He's a little doggo, that's very, very cute. But now Kiin wanting to stop any sort of approach. That will be the Rift Arrow going down, but the Pop Blossom, he's going to come on in. Bullet time, fantastic though, and Gen G looking brilliant in the team fight. T1 flashing the wrong direction. As the Realm Warp from the Blast Cone gets pays to safety, and it's Oner that's popping off eventually. Gets cleaned up by the Crocodile. But I have to say, that was one of the coolest little plays I've ever seen.
But already at a 2,000 plus goal deficit.
There is full vision though. You can see this ward is not being cleared out, and Oner is just going to come on over. It is not going to be the secure, but Canyon now in a lot of trouble. He blasts dash cannons to try and get himself out of there as Oner gets the reset, and now Chovy's the one that's in trouble. This is a bit of a disaster. Yes, they secure the Drake, but the flash has to be employed. That's their last one. Did just come back up. I mean, but yeah, that is a lot invested to get that Drake.
Earlier you mentioned the Goldie was much smaller, mind you, that the Goldie felt kind of fake. And a lot of that, I think, was based on the fact that this TF is hold up. Faker?
Yeah, Dominance is going to come on out here as the flash is up again for Kiin, and he doesn't even need it. Wait, he does, actually. He used it just prior. And Flash is on top of Faker and takes him out. That's the solo kill for the Renekton.
His CS that he has. By the way, look at the CS numbers here for Chovy. He is way up on Faker, like 35. So
there's a Renekton.
Okay. Yeah, there's a horse and a crocodile that Faker is going to have to deal with as he manages to get in.
Realm Warp King. And there's a way back into this game. We've seen FaZe do it countless times. Faker potentially caught, as I say it.
Yeah, Blast Cone going to come in, though, and Faker just gets out.
Escape artist, man, from the, the level 1 gank all the way to now.
But it does buy them a bit of space to use this Rift Herald in the mid lane. The outer ring of turrets likely to fall down on this next push. This turret is not long for the world. Chovy actually looking for a bit of an angle here as Faker taking a lot of damage.
The main goal for Gen G here is to, if possible, deny a strike. They do not have prio, but to be able to look for a turn on an objective. This isn't the one. They're going to have to be proactive here as we see Doran TP in.
Yeah, he is very durable. And so they're going to have to give up on that prospect as Gen G looking to try and make this a 50-50. Kiin's teleported in, though, gets that big old shield. And let's see what the Renekton's going to be able to do. Pop Blossom onto 3! The secure of the soul point for T1! But can they win the fight? That's the question. Doran is such a problem. He takes down Ruler before he falls, but FaZe is dealing with so many problems himself. And Carrier running the wrong direction on the map. Faker and Oner, though, still huge threats in this fight, and Duro is limping away. And without Canyon, without Ruler, there is so much damage missing from this Gen G composition. The gold card, my goodness, Carrier in a lot of trouble. He'll be taken down as Kiin locks up that one. And Duro, why are we still going back? What is crazy to crash down? It comes on through. Chovy almost survives, and Kiin now trying to sink his fangs in, playing around the vision that they had available, but it doesn't work. And Faker locks them all down with a triple kill for the Rise. Why?
I mean, there's so many things that go wrong here for the side of Gen G, but the Smite secure is there for T1, and they're set up for the longer fight. They have the more consistent damage. I was gonna say right before that Dragon was, I think Gen G's main goal to win this game is to look for a turn off Baron. Now, Baron against them, they have no pride. They gotta come contest.
And Faker has Actualizer now. He is so strong.
He is. Let's see whether Canyon can make some magic happen. It looks like the answer is absolutely not, as they look for the Magnet Storm combo with the bullet time, and Duro is just dead. Oner is able to secure the Baron, grab the kill, and now Gen G are desperately fighting for their lives, and it will not happen. Oner is able to stand strong, and Chovy getting here late, and he will go down. It's the ace, and it's clean for T1.
Ace for T1, and the crowd erupts. 5 members of Gen G dead on the back of that play, Baron in pocket, and they just cannot deal with all these threats. Faker so strong, Oner with 7 kills. How can you shut down this Neferi?
Point, they got Baron, they have the scaling composition, and here with Gen G, the comp turns defensively so well, but on the attack with no prio with sword. Look at Duro and Ruler, try to set this up, but it's too desynced, it's too disjointed. T1 are already out while the bullet time flies. And as the result, it's easy for T1 to actually turn. They lost their engage. Ruler kites it out so well, but it just doesn't matter. Chovy's on a TF, and they're just overwhelmed. But it's a clean ace, it's a gold lead, it's a Baron. And finally, T1 fans, I feel, are starting to feel like they are going to Daejeon.
This composition, it doesn't have legs. I mean, it does have a lot of legs based on the champions, but it doesn't have legs as far as the late game power.
And we're in the late game now, and T1 are scaled up.
All right, let's see whether Gen G has a last-ditch effort in them. They now have the ultimates back up and available as that Destiny Gate does come back in, but it's going to take a miracle here if Gen G are going to do it with this composition.
Ruler doesn't have, or Duro doesn't have flash to set up Ruler for success with a Magnet Storm. They just don't really have any ins here.
Look at Doran, he's just cutting them off from the tower.
Yeah, just wandering away. Doesn't actually hit the body slam. As now Ruler trying to get some work done, but that does hit the air once again. Pop Blossom onto 3, the engage from Carrier. Absolutely beautiful, but the follow-up isn't quite there necessarily. Oner able to take down his opposite number, and Kiin the next on the menu. Fangs go in, down goes the Croc, and it's a double for the Neferi. And T1, they're going to take another inhibitor and maybe even look to take the game.
They're going to TP Doran back in, they're going for the end.
Going to end, I don't think there's any way. There's no Magnet Storm, there's no bullet time. There's no answer to this push.
Well, let's see. Ruler is still up and available, but Doran is trying to stop that from being a reality. Duro goes down, and the Nexus turrets are following suit. They're looking for pace. The spell shield is gorgeous, and Chovy is likely to fall, but it's Ruler that falls first. And 1 TF against the world is not going to do it. The defending MSI champions will not make it to MSI this time, and it's T1 that reclaim that position.